I gotta see if y'all can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Hey y'all. Can you guys hear me? Can y'all hear me? Okay, I don't even know if y'all can hear me, but I do want to start off by saying I did not want to do any content on this. It's been a while. Yeah, at this point, a lot of things have gotten out of hand. People want to side with who they want to side with, and that's fine. But in a situation like this, I feel that it's no need to side with anybody. Everybody have their own trauma. Everybody have their own pain. And nobody can tell nobody when to tell a story. And that's the God honest truth. We all have a story, whether people like it or not. Everybody have a story. So I say all that to say this. A lot of people is saying that this is a tough one for me, but a lot of people is saying that one individual line, one person is saying Tesehki is lying. Other people are saying that Chrisean is lying. Honestly, nobody knows who's lying, and that's the God honest truth. None of us knows who is lying because none of us was there. And I honestly can say that to me is deeply rooted issues. And those deeply rooted issues are within our community. Um, yeah, it's on social media, and a lot of them is saying, "Oh, this shouldn't be on social media, blase squaze," but they brought it to social media, and excuse me, they brought this to social media. And the reason why I say they brought this to social media, because when Chrisean was out there, everybody knew just Chrisean. Nobody was checking for China, Tesehki, Tessa, Terrain, Mookie, Eugene, the uncles, whoever, Charlotte. Nobody was checking for none of them. And when they brought this to social media, they didn't bring it with, their own story. Everybody came to social media with a story behind Chrisean because nobody was smart enough to introduce themselves as they sell. Everybody came out with oh, like China, for example, when she came, she was like, oh, this Chrisean big sister, China. She didn't have to come out and say that. She could have came out with her story and said what she had to say and let other people figure out who she was. Tristan did the same thing. He came out with his story. He introduced himself as Chrisean's nephew. He didn't have to come out and say he was Chrisean's nephew. He could have came out with his own story. When all of the rest of them Terrain, they came out, all of them said, oh, I'm Terrain, I'm Chrisean, big sister, Chrisean, big sister. Everybody wanted to be a part of Chrisean. Even with the nieces and nephews. Everybody came out after her name. A smart person would have came out and said, I'm going to use China. This is what happened to me. I was SA at a such and such age. When I was SA, I got, sexually assaulted by this person or whatever the case may be. But it's like nobody understands anything because Miss Shala, which is their mom, before I remember when she was on live and she said that everything that China was saying was true at the time about them being SA. The mother said this, but all of a sudden when they gave the mother the medication, when Chastity and them gave the mama the medication, she wanted to recant, what she said. But the mom had said then that, oh, I already had said my truth. So it's like, I feel like nobody is lying. I feel like all of them had some type of abuse. And it was learned behavior. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I blame anybody. Because honestly, you can't even blame the mama at this point. Because, yes, we have children. True indeed. Everybody be like, oh, it's the mother. Hello. Look at the condition that the mother was in. Look at the condition that the mother was in prior to having kids. An addiction doesn't have a name on it. Whether it's substance abuse, drugs abuse, whatever type of addiction it is, it doesn't justify who you are as the person. It doesn't. That addiction is what it is. And it's so sad that a lot of people in the Black community is the one that's coming out of this, like the blame game. And you really can't. The Black community is the ones that is really tearing all of this down. The Black community is the people that's supposed to be, giving help. Instead, y'all doing the same thing they doing. Y'all pulling sides. No, y'all got to stop this, because whether she lying or telling the truth, something happened. If you go back to those old videos, and I'm not talking about the one from last year, because everybody keep focused on the one from last year when she had the baby. They've been going through something. Chrisean been saying Tesehki did something to her prior to her getting put out of her place. So, I mean, like I said, it's tough because it's deeply rooted into the Black community. A lot of people are hurt. A lot of people been hurt, and nobody really wants to really put that stamp on that. Nobody really trying to sit back and say something happened. You got everybody saying this ain't happened. Oh, she lying, but guess what? Nobody wasn't there. Everybody who's saying something happened or she lying, let me recant that. Everybody saying that she's lying, none of us was there. Only people know is the people who was there. Them the only people that know. The only people that knew something happened is the people that was there, that happened at that present time. And one thing I know from experience, An abuser is not going to sit and tell you or take accountability for what they did, whether they was young or old. They're not going to do it. They are not going to do that. Been there, done that. The hard part is getting the hard part about that is you forgiving that person. And I tell you no lie, I was maybe like 32 when I had to forgive the person from taking, from doing the damage. That was to get my power back. Because the more you hurt, the more of the rabbit hole you're gonna go down. Because if you keep dwelling on the past and your pain and you ain't doing nothing about it, you're gonna be drinking, you're gonna be crashing out, you're gonna have trauma bonding, all of that. Because you're gonna be looking for love, you're gonna be looking for attachments. And the reason why you do it with family, because there was a question out there that somebody asked, well, why go around people who hurt you? Why go around the family members that hurt you? Because they look for validation. They're not only looking for validation, they're looking for the fact that, people in your family did this and did that, but you got other family members that's not going to but believe or try to resonate with what you went through. And you got it where people say it's a family thing. No, it's a community thing. And to be honest, with all the stuff that they have went through, that family period, I blame the city of Baltimore. Because it's nowhere in the world that they had so many cases, whether it was child abuse, DCF, all of the stuff that whole family went through. It's crazy. And the reason why I say they shouldn't even brought it to the social media platform, because guess what? When those kids got to go to school, and it's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. When them kids go to school, guess what they do? They gonna get picked on when they get into the arguments and stuff and be like, your auntie or your grandma a crackhead and all that stuff. It's a lot that people don't understand that they kids got to go through. And it's like nobody want to break those generational curses. Nobody. Everybody think it's a joke until, you know what I'm saying, they fall in that situation that everybody like, oh, the me too's. Baby, guess what? It's a lot of me too's. They don't never they don't never go away, because it's never gonna stop, because of it's the family. It's family members that don't stop it. It's the family that don't stop, because when your kids go to you or something happen, you know they do. They sweep it up under the rug. They sweep it up under the rug. That's exactly what they do. They sweep it up under the rug, and then it goes on for years and for years and for years, and the person hate the other person, and it's a lot of people right now on this live that done been through situations, so you can kind of understand a little bit, but it's different when it's not you and confronting the person that allegedly did cause harm to you. But that's not allegedly. When you confronting somebody that did something to you, that's confronting a bully, whether they knew it was right or wrong. Hold on, y'all. Let me see something. I could take this head off. Okay. Sorry. There you go. But I mean, it's really a lot, and it's sad, to be honest. It's really sad. And it's sad that it had to come to social media. Everything is not for social media, and I'm gonna say that. over and over and over again. Everything is not for social media because you're damaging not just yourself, y'all damaging the rest of the family members, the other kids or whatever. And God on the truth, Tifa did say she wanted it on Zeus. Those was her words, not mine. And that's something I wouldn't even want it to be on Zeus. Like I would have left that where it was. That's a family matter. All the other bull crap they go through, yeah, leave that for the internet. But when it's stuff like that, that should have been a private moment where they all should have been healing or trying to seek some type of help off the camera. Not on camera. They should have took that off the camera. And like I said, Miss Shala, which is their mother, even when they big sister China told her story a long time ago, and again for 10 years, one thing about it, and I'm gonna make this very clear, I'm not a fan of China at all. But one thing I could say, her story never changed. And I'm gonna say this off experience with a family member. I had a family member that was maybe like 13 years old. She's now almost 40. And she said that, one of our close relatives SA her. And still to this day, from the age of 12, she never recanted on her story. Her story is the exact same from when she said it when we were younger. But guess what happened in her case? Family members ganged up against her. Family members bullied her. Family members wasn't going to accept her in the family because it was their child that was being accused of the allegations. But again, she said it from when she was 13 and now she's 40. You know what I'm saying? She said the same thing. So again, I'm not a fan of China. I'm not a fan of none of them because I honestly feel like they all wanted the fame and the money. They all wanted the fame and the money, and look what happened. So it's like then you got the other the nephew, Trisha been doing the same thing. He been saying his story and into details of things that happened to him. So I mean, I think in a situation like this, nobody should be saying who's lying and who's not lying because nobody was there. Nobody don't know whether it's a friend or not. Nobody don't know. And I don't give a damn. Like nobody just ain't finna come out and tell somebody that when you on a different walk. Number one, when you going on a different journey, you do have to forgive and you do have to confront your demons. You do. I've been going through the same shit for a long time. You have to confront your demons. Cain killed Abel, and everybody want to be blindsided, but a lot of people don't know the Bible, so it's like it's different. You have to confront your demons. I've been there, done it, and hell, mine just really ended. What, like a month or two ago? So it's like you really got to confront your demons, and it's like nobody really understands that. People people be really out here jealous of people for no reason. You got family members that take up for certain family members. And it shouldn't be like that. Right is right, wrong is wrong. And that's just the truth. Right is right, wrong is wrong. And what I don't get is with the sister Chastity. Just a few what last week Chastity was up there saying that oh, she came to the sit down because she wanted peace. But Chelsea, if you wanted peace, why you eating that piece of that trailer? Because that wasn't no damn peace. And then you say you ain't taking nobody's sides. How all of a sudden you taking somebody's side now? Now you taking sides, but you say you don't take sides, but you clearly is taking sides. You would have been neutral and mutual about both situations. Both of them are your sisters. You would have been the one that's saying, okay, I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. I pray, something like this didn't happen. And this is a family matter. Help clear it up, not add fuel to the fire. And Lex, that is the God's honest truth. I think that's what they need to do. And I think now that they have put it out there in the public, it's gonna have to be done in the public. Because that's what I was saying, that nobody knew who they were. Everybody knew Chrisean. So when all their family members came out, they came out with a story of, oh, I'm China, Chrisean big sister. Oh, I'm Tristan, Chrisean nephew. Nobody should have came out like that. They would have had more respect of, China just coming out to tell her story of what happened to her and let everybody put the story, dig and put it together, because they were gonna find out anyway. These people on the internet, baby, the internet is undefeated, okay? So I feel like everybody should have came out with their own story of what happened to them and not used her name to have, to be acknowledged. That's where they messed up in the beginning. They shouldn't have did that. They should have just let it be. Tell your story and let it go. They was gonna find out anyway. Everybody wanted the fame and the money. Now look. Which one? You talking about China or Tristan? Or you talking about Rob? Cause if you talking about China, I had said it in the beginning. I don't know if you remember, China mom was on live, and China mom had said this when she China mom had confessed and said it did happen to China. But it happened to China too, because they mom said it out her own mouth. I gotta find that old video, but I'm quite sure it's floating around. Her mom said it out her own mouth. And then that's when they tried to give her, they was like, oh, she ain't on her medication. And when they gave her medication, she was like, oh, I don't spoke my truth now. That y'all can't make me take back what I said, because I already told my truth. Yeah, but you see how you saying Chrisean said it, but Miss Charlotte said it too. She said it did happen. She said that the dad did touch China. Their mother said that. And see, the thing is, that's why I say, who do you really blame? Because in reality, we not gonna look. We gonna be real. We ain't finna be acting like everybody who ain't got a damn lick of a brain to be like, oh, da this. No, we ain't gonna do that. It's like, who do you really blame? Because you got a mother that's no. Oh yeah, you got a mother that's really strung out on drugs, right? Addiction, whatever she on. She not gonna be concerned about her children. It is a lot, like, people don't understand. An addiction is an addiction. You cannot come back from that. Only person is deliverance of your addiction is you and God. You can't come from that. So I don't know exactly what but whatever she was on, it was strong enough that, you know what I'm saying, she didn't have no acknowledgement of everything that was going on with her child. Because even Tristan said on his videos that they grandma, he said, my grandma and them never did nothing like that to us. So he don't even know where they get it from. He said that. He said he don't even know where they get it from, because his grandma and them never did nothing like that in front of them. And this is what I take. You know how when kids young and when kids young and they parents they parents leave the kids home, whether they little teenagers and all that, right? Okay, but the question is where Mr. Malone got that from. But let me say this. You know, when you leave your kids home, I have seen this. You may have some teenager kids. You may have some smaller kids. Depending on what you got in your room, because I done seen what kids done snuck in their parents' room, done watch some, PORN and all that stuff. And they started, acting out on the other kids. I have seen situations like that. But when you are, I don't give a damn if you say 7, 8, 9, 10. You are of age, you know better. You know better. It's no other way. Like, you know better. You got some brothers that has sisters that has nice built bodies, and listen, everything I'm saying is factual. They has sisters that be having nice bodies, right? And the boys around the neighborhood likes them, but the brother know because he's old enough. He knows that this is his sister. We're gonna give an age. We're gonna say the age of 15 and 15 for the brother, and we're gonna give 11, 12 for the sister, right? The brother now introduces the sister to being sexually engaged. He starts telling her to do certain things. He starts acting out on her, performing on her. But the sister, they both know it's wrong, but the sister scared because of the brother. Now you got the brother telling, well, don't tell nobody. If you tell somebody such and such gonna happen. So now you don't took that threat. That threat is embedded in you, right? From a young age. So as you grow up, you gonna always feel that a man or a woman, whoever violated you, they get to do whatever they want to because of what you experienced at a younger age. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now I got to grow up. I'm knowing this wrong. Now I meet a man or a woman. I'm letting everybody just feel it, do what they want to do to me. And then you still want to love on your brother or your sister because of family. Family. Family is your worst. Family can be your worst enemy because you go tell your family, they ain't gonna believe you. And the ones that do believe you, guess what they gonna say? Well, ain't nothing you can do, cause I'm not finna put my son in jail, or I'm not finna put my daughter in jail, or I'm not finna do this. And this why in the Black community, when I say how we be having these deeply rooted issues, this is how it starts because nobody wants to confront the bully. Nobody want to confront the demon. Nobody wants to confront because when you confront them, nobody want to take accountability. And in the Black community, nobody likes to take accountability, and it's these parents of knowingly they want to turn a blind eye. Yeah, they want to turn a blind eye. Give me a second. Check that one. There you go, mama. You got it? Let me see if I can do it too. I'm gonna click it myself. Oh yeah, you gotta sign up now. Let me do another one. Let me see on there. It's working for me.